Welcome to the streets of New York City. I'm in Greenwich Village at the moment. It's a little quiet. Almost doesn't feel real, does it? Well, it isn't. You see, this week we're in the world of make-believe. This is the New York Street lot at Paramount Studios in Hollywood, California. And no, we're not here to go to the movies. We're here to talk about the future of the automobile, especially here in California. You see, in the year 1998, 2% of all vehicles sold in this state must be emission-free. That figure goes to 10% in the year 2003. But the question is, what will these cars look like and how will they be powered? Well, as you're about to see, Volvo believes it has the answer.
We're here at Paramount Studios today to take a look and actually drive the Volvo environmental concept car. It is a concept car in that it is showing some of the most advanced automotive technology that is environmentally responsible for the future, but it's also a running vehicle, not simply a kind of a laboratory queen. And we've gotten about 50 journalists throughout the US and Canada to come down and drive it.
Well, originally our goal was to have a zero-emitting vehicle to go by the California legislature. However, as we got into it, we found that electric was just not going to make it, mainly because we found that consumers just couldn't handle some of its shortcomings. So as we went through this whole project, we were trying to marry the desires of the customer together with what California is setting forth as rule. So the hybrid gave us an opportunity to run the vehicle on batteries only when you are in a city center situation. However, if your fancy so dictated and you wish to take the family out to San Diego or Santa Barbara or Las Vegas, you can still do that with a gas turbine engine. In a series with the electric motor, we can do that. So we felt we had the best of both worlds.
The vehicle that you see here today has been less than 2 years from the first time we would think of a pencil touching the paper. But in fact, there was no pencil and no paper. This car was all designed on a computer screen, and actually the computer program that was responsible for all of the design work came out of a Canadian company called Alias, and it was all three-dimensionally designed on a computer screen, and the numerical coding that came out of that initial design was then used to machine the first parts for the car all automatically. I mean, there were no drawings, no clay models. It went from a three-dimensional piece of modeling on a computer screen literally to hardware.
The concept car has the same basic platform as the Volvo 850. The inner structure and body are aluminum, which Volvo claims reduces the mass of the car by 12% compared with corresponding steel body cars.
How do you do something that people are actually going to buy and put on the road? Because that's, as Stephen Wallman said earlier, that's when you start to get effective cleanup, is when it replaces old cars. So you have to make something that's attractive for people to buy and that they'll really want to buy. And I wanted to stay away from an environmental car which looked like some small kind of niche car, a very wild showcase for my own design creativity. That was kind of out because it has to appeal to a wide number of people. It has to appeal to traditional Volvo buyers, at the same time as hopefully draw in other customers that are interested in more dynamically appearing cars that have more of an aesthetic sensitivity about them. Internal Volvo, as well as Volvo customers, have now become a bit bored with the boxiness of Volvos. They were quite pleased that a fresh look could be arrived at and still seem to say to them Volvo. I don't think you look at the car and call it it doesn't look like a Japanese car, it doesn't look like an American car, it doesn't really look like a German car. Yeah, because the world car market is so influenced by each other now, there are someone with a cold eye might say that looks like a BMW. But in general, it ties together all of the traditional Volvo elements that have been used in the past into a contemporary package.
Well, in terms of direct environmental issues, it's simply a matter of using materials that are from renewable resources, such as leather. The cork is harvested from trees, etc. The substructures for the dashboard and so on are all of recyclable or commonly recyclable same-use plastics. The major concept of the interior really is less of an environmental issue, but addresses more the family and safety attributes of the Volvo product. Specifically, all of the features and controls are either very, very conventional, so they're where you want them to be and they're the way you expect them to be, or they're very advanced in a way that helps you to keep your eyes on the road. So most of them are what we call eyes-free controls. And the three-dimensional characteristics of the interior, the sculpture and the detail work, is all to reinforce that, to allow you to find things without looking and to use them repeatedly without looking.
Its versatility will make it far more attractive. People are not wild about taking on new technology, the rotary engine, whatever. It takes time to adopt new technology. So if you were told that this car is going to act just like any car that's running on the road today, you have that assurance that I'm not doing anything wild or crazy, and this car will deliver what any other car will deliver, except it runs very clean. Very, very clean. It's an ultra low emitting vehicle based on our calculations in the hybrid mode, or zero emitting in the electric mode. And if you're at all concerned with the environment, and I believe we are, and many, many more of us are becoming far more aware of the damage we're doing to our planet, then why not?